The border agent's eyes wouldn't leave. His monitor. He scanned my wife's. License again, then again. Silence. Stretched thin between us. He made a call, quiet, urgent, and hung up just as 2 RCMP officers entered the booth. Their presence froze the air. "Sir," he said finally, "I need you to step out of the vehicle." I frowned. "Is there a problem?" His tone softened. "Please, leave your wife here and come with me." I turned to her. She smiled too quickly. The kind of smile meant to keep things normal. My pulse slowed. Not fast, slow, like my body already knew something my mind didn't. In the small interrogation room, I asked again, "What's going on?" The agent lowered his voice. "Trust me. Walk away now alone." Outside. Sirens. SUVs blocked our car. Flashing lights. Spilled across her face through the glass. She looked terrified or practiced. The agent turned the monitor toward me. One line on the screen erased. My world. Wanted Emma Caldwell. International warrant. Fraud. Identity. Theft. Murder accessory. My wife wasn't. My wife. I stared at her through the one-way glass as they cuffed her wrists. She didn't fight, didn't speak, just lowered her head and mouthed something. That looked like, "I'm sorry." But sorry? For what? The drive back across the border was silent. I replayed the past 2 years. Every smile, every late night. Whisper, every story she told about. Her childhood in Alberta. None of it felt real anymore. Her name, her family, the photos manufactured. Still, a part of me refused to believe. I needed logic, proof. I needed to know how deep the lie went. At home, I sat in the dark and opened her laptop, password locked, her phone factory. Reset. Her passport burned edges inside. The fireplace. She'd planned this, but for what? Money, escape, or something darker. Then I found the envelope hidden. Behind the dresser mirror, my name on it. Inside 2 photos. One of her, smiling in front of a house I'd never seen. The other her standing beside a man who looked exactly like me. Not similar, identical. For 3 nights, I didn't sleep. I combed through every document, every receipt, every digital trace she'd left. The photos were dated months before we met. I ordered a background check through a private investigator in Montreal. When the report came, I read it twice, then once more, slowly. She had been married before to a man named Daniel Mercer. My legal name, same day of birth, same university, same face in the wedding. Photo, except he died 8 years ago in a boating accident, and she collected his life insurance payout, $8 million, the exact amount of my policy. I went to see her in custody. She looked thinner, colder. Her eyes met mine through the glass divider, and for the first time, she didn't pretend. "Who was he?" I asked. Her lips parted, a tremor, then calm. "You were him." The words hit harder than any truth I'd imagined. She leaned closer. "They never found his body, Daniel. They only found his watch. You were supposed to die with him." I didn't speak. She smiled faintly. "Maybe you forgot, or maybe you are him. A twin? A ghost? A mistake in the system." I watched her trying to read the gaps between her words. The glint in her eye wasn't madness. It was strategy. She wasn't confessing. She was managing. Even now, behind glass, she was controlling the narrative. I stood. "You won't get another dollar from me." Her eyes flickered. The first crack. I withdrew every cent from our shared accounts and wired it into a trust. One she couldn't touch. Then I sent her lawyer a document, a copy of my identity, audit, My fingerprints, DNA, and facial records all verified. But the real blow came at the end. The remains found in the lake 8 years ago weren't Daniel Mercer. They were hers. The records had been altered. The woman in custody wasn't Emma Caldwell. She was Marissa Vale, a con artist who'd taken Emma's identity after killing her. And I, by marrying her, had unknowingly restored her stolen name. When her lawyer told her, she screamed, not out of guilt, out of realization. Her empire of lies collapsed from the inside. Weeks later, I visited the border again. Same officer, same cold wind. He asked if I was all right. I am, I said. He nodded. You walked away when it mattered. I looked at the road ahead, empty, stretching north into silence. The woman I loved never existed, but the truth did, and that was enough. I've stopped asking who she really was. The question now is simpler. Who am I without her? Lies to hold me together? I leave the border behind one slow mile at a time, and somewhere between two countries, I finally cross back into myself. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Real Life Wonders for more amazing stories.